We want to switch to weather, and before we do, because it is about 85 here in downtown Portland, but look at that, out at Seaside.
Not mild out there.
I think there's a space for us out there, Todd and Josh, and we can just set up and just do the rest of the newscast there. I imagine it's much cooler there, too, compared to here.
Significantly cooler. That's kind of been the safe haven as of late. You got to remember, is back on Sunday we broke a record.
Right.
Yesterday we were 1 degree shy of tying the record, and today still well above average. And as the number of rain-free days continue to add up and the hot weather does just the same, our fire potential, unfortunately, starting to increase. So we are keeping a very close tabs on that for much of the Pacific Northwest, falling back to that low to potentially moderate fire danger further off to the east in the Beaver State, just the same for parts of southeastern sections of Washington, as well as our dials for the fire weather danger are starting to increase primarily east of the Cascades. You'll notice for this evening, Pendleton at about a Category 4. So that puts us in the middle ground for the potential for wildfires to start and spread rapidly. Unfortunately, we increased that back up to about 6 for Pendleton and many locations along I-84 tomorrow, expected to near almost the high to extreme category. Just the same out towards the southeast corner where things are elevated as a red flag warning is in effect through 8 o'clock tonight. This does include parts of I-84, 82 as well in eastern Washington and north central sections of Oregon, as gusty hot conditions still remain east of our area, all as thunderstorm activity fires up with a marginal risk for severe weather. That's about a 1 out of 5 chance to see things like heavy downpours, potentially damaging hail, lightning, and also potentially damaging winds, as we've seen a lot of lightning associated with these thunderstorms tracking their way to the north. And in northern California, just outside of the I-5 area, that's where we are currently picking up on a severe thunderstorm warning. But again, none of these are severe here in the state of Oregon, but the lightning does pose that wildfire potential, as maybe one of those bolts could start and spread a fire rapidly. Thankfully, that transitions a little bit further off to the east tomorrow, as our forecasting area remains relatively calm, quiet, and clear. Beautiful sunny skies from the coast out towards the valley and the high terrain of the Cascades, as temperatures have managed to climb back up into the mid-80s for us. As the ridge of high pressure starts to break down, we prepare for this trough of cooler air to put our temperatures closer to where they should be for the start and middle of June, which is right around 73 degrees or so. We'll be getting back to that normalcy by the middle and end of the week, as a few high thin cirrus clouds move their way back into our area tonight, the start of the day tomorrow, even into the afternoon hours. But still, sunshine will be the main category that is in store for us as we move our way even into Thursday. But we'll start to increase that cloud coverage ever so slightly tonight. 54 degrees, likely going to be able to see that full strawberry moon that rises later this evening, and it does become full just after the midnight hour. Tomorrow, our end goal is right around 80 degrees, another round of sunshine, those high thin cirrus clouds with the winds out of the west-northwest at about 5 to 10. And again, each day we'll kind of shave off a degree here and there as our temperatures kind of bottom out right there in the low 70s for your Friday. Again, we keep those mostly sunny skies taking us all the way into Father's Day weekend. 80 degrees for the dads out there. It's really going to make for a great weekend to be outside. But then once we roll into next week, we start to see a bit of a weather pattern shakeup. Not only will our temperatures still sit above average in the low 80s, but maybe a potential to squeeze out a few isolated scattered showers Monday night into Tuesday. That would significantly reduce our wildfire threat. We just got to make it through the next 6 days or so before we actually get there.
Okay. Yeah, I've been waiting to see those little raindrops again, Josh.
It's been so long.
They'll be dancing in the rain, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Coming up, a deadline approaches again.